Before we get too far into the coding for servlets, it's important to understand what XML is and how it works. The acronym XML stands for Extensible Markup Language. It is essentially designed as a light, universal method of transmitting data from computer to computer or from program to program. It is completely self-descriptive. Tags are defined by the author of the XML document and must be interpreted by the reader. There are, however, a few basic requirements for a valid XML document. The syntax for tags is a less than sign, followed by the name of the tag, followed by a greater than sign. For example, here I have a tag that is just named tag. Whenever a tag is placed in a document, all text after that tag is considered to be a part of this tag, at least until you place the closing tag. A closing tag is exactly the same as an opening tag, but you add a slash right before the name. To close the tag that we just created, you would type in less than, slash, tag, and greater than. Every XML document must begin with a root tag. And then when the tag is closed, the document is finished. This ensures that computers can quickly and easily determine the start and end points of the file. This structure is similar to that of HTML documents, but the main difference is that XML files don't have preset tags. Users can define whatever tags they want, as long as the reader of the file also understands them. Tags can also be nested to an arbitrary degree. For instance, I could add in a bunch more tags here like bold, italics, paragraph, and as long as I close them in the correct order, it will still work properly. Notice the order in which I close these tags. I opened them with tag B, then I, then P, close them with P, I, and B. You must close the inner tag before you can close the outer tag, or else your document will not function properly. If this XML file were interpreted as an HTML string, then these tags would indicate that this is part of the tag. The text string will be interpreted as a paragraph, then made italics, and then made bold. Similar to HTML documents, the tags in an XML document can have an attribute value, like an ID or a class. As with tag names, there is no restriction on what the attribute names can be, although their value must be a text string. To add an attribute to an element, specify it in the opening tag with the format attribute name equals, and then the value in quotation marks. For example, I could give my tag ID of 123 by adding the tag ID equals 123. There is no need to specify the attribute in the closing tag. Note that tags and attributes are both case sensitive in XML documents. Whatever your opening tag is, the closing tag must match it exactly, or the file will not work. The simplest practice to avoid this kind of trouble is to only use lowercase letters in tags. Because of the way XML documents are structured, there is no one right way to format an XML document. However, there are certain standard forms for XML files with specific rules about syntax and tags that are used. If you intend to distribute an XML file publicly, it's a good idea to look up and follow one or more of these standards just to make things easier on people who wish to use your programs. As with all code, if you expect more than one person to use your program, then you should make sure to use good documentation.